Hey guys, this is Steve Wolbach, your friendly public adjuster. Today I wanted to talk to you about how to go about finding a new insurance company. Used to be years ago when I was growing up, your father would have a long history, a long career with one specific company. You know, they had the old proverbial, you've been there 20, 25 years, you get handed that gold watch for your years in service. It was appreciated. You know, that was their way of the company to say, hey, job well done. We appreciate you sticking in there and being part of our team, part of our family. Over the years, that has completely been destroyed. You know, companies nowadays, it seems that as you get more and more seniority, unless you're in a very specific key role, you just cost them more than really what they want, and they tend to cut away with different departments. You know, they camouflage it very well. It is age discrimination, but it's discrimination because of the fact that you have built up so many different things into benefits that, you know, you are, as I say, there's more of an expense to keep you on than somebody new coming in. So they came up with the wise wisdom there of, well, you bring a newbie in, and the other people that remain after you got rid of all that season's experience, will bring them along and what am I trying to say? Show them the ropes and give them the experience that's needed. You know, take them under their wing. So, where am I going with this? There's the insurance company. Staying with an insurance company year after year after year, they try to camouflage it that there's one or two companies they give you that bird just went and did something on my window there. Where were we before we got distracted there? I think he had some berries or something, the way it looks. Sorry about that. The insurance company is looking at things where each year they're giving you these increases. Oh, that's right. I was talking about a few companies that will actually give you, you know, 3%, 5%, which is a lot from an insurance company, cut when you've had 10, 15 years of no accidents and things. More often, I see that in car insurance than homeowners, but I believe there are some homeowners that also have something like that as well. But for the most part, you are paying every year, insurance goes up, and your benefit normally doesn't. Now, every once in a while, they will raise what the dwelling feature is, the dollar amount. And of course, if that goes up, then of course your, what is that? Section B, other structures. Thank you. Hey, appreciate that out there. Boy, that bird dropping really threw me off here. Thank goodness it wasn't on my head. If I had a convertible, I might have been in trouble. I recommend 3 to 4 years change insurance companies. Yeah, it's a hassle, but you know what? There's many insurance companies that are out there, and don't be afraid if you go to one that you've never really heard of. When you do finally hear them for the first time, do a little bit of research. Or if you know someone that knows how to research, enlist their help and have them help you do some research. And get to the bottom. You know, is this company a solid company? They have decent assets. They've been in for a long time. They haven't been cited for different violations through practices or whatever. And if not, what's wrong with them? You don't need to go with the guy that's always advertising. I hate to tell you, but a lot of times the guys that's always advertising, you know why they advertise? Why do you think that is? Let's throw a question out there. Why do insurance companies continually advertise? Well, the whole purpose of advertising is what? To bring in new business, right? Why do they need new business? Are they just constantly growing, that they're getting so big and they just want to keep going and going? Or, if I could throw this out there for you to ponder. Is it possible that the insurance companies have ticked so many people off the way they settle claims for the homeowners, that those homeowners, after they've had that claim and that terrible experience, they jump ship and they go elsewhere? So what you're looking at is insurance companies are looking to replace homeowners that have fled from them to go to someone else. Now, how do you find another insurance company? You have what are called brokers or agents that will work for an actual insurance company. So, I'm a State Farm agent. I can sell you different State Farm policies. Or I'm not supposed to name names. Or I'm somebody else's insurance company. Well, I'm not saying anything bad. But we always try not to say names of companies. But, I'm someone else that you've always heard of. Who are those guys that they got you in your hands, right? Or, somebody that's on your side. So those guys, they advertise a lot because they lose a lot. And they're trying to bring back those amount level of policies. Of course, you get a policy when you have a homeowner that insures with you. So in this case, I don't recommend you go to an agent or a broker. A broker is only representing the company that they work for, which means they're very limited to the variety of policies they have. If you go to an independent agent, now did you hear that? Independent agent. He has his state license to be able to sell insurance in whatever state you're dealing with. But what he does is he has worked out an agreement with several companies, otherwise known as multiple companies, where he may represent 8 to 12 companies. And so when you're looking for insurance and you have a certain type of home, otherwise known as a dwelling, boy, you're getting thrown all sorts of terms in here, aren't you? But you know what they are because you're an educated person, because you've been watching some of my videos, right? I hope. So by going to them, can you imagine there are certain companies, certain times of the year, they get very aggressive. They have a campaign going on where they want to write new business. Hey, we're not represented too well in this region, in this district, in this area. So what do? They drop their prices and come up with better numbers to bring people in. Well, that independent agent knows this. So he knows that, hey, when I get a call from a certain geographic area, I know that these 3 companies have been very aggressive writing business in that section, and I'm going to go to them to get prices, get quotes, because he knows that historically he's going to get some better numbers than to go to the guys, the typical other guys, or the guys that aren't looking to expand their business right now, right? That's what we're trying to say. So that's very important. That's the flexibility. Plus, when you do that, you're going out to several companies. He's doing all the legwork. You had to give him your initial information. And then sit back and let him do his job. He will come up and put together a package. Normally, it's in your best interest to bring over car as well as homeowners. And for those that might have a business and some other things, if you're listed as an LLC or something along those lines, you may actually want to get a liability policy that would be a whole policy for everything and package it. But that's, another issue. So that's what I'm recommending to you guys. 3 to 4 years. Time to move on. Find yourself an independent agent. Give them a call. And the nice thing about that, too, is if you find an independent agent that you're really comfortable with and he tends to do a good job for you, you don't have to call someone else next time. Call him again, and he'll go to one of the other companies that he knows that's aggressive right now, that wasn't aggressive at the time before. And I would say that the odds are very likely that he's going to be able to get some good rates for you again. So you're just calling the same guy. It's a beautiful thing. It's least effort on your part, and you have so much to gain. So that's what I wanted to share with you today, as far as don't stay with a company forever. You get nothing for it. Your premium goes up. When you switch companies, you switch, and there's another thing, do not switch for the sake of switching. If you're not able at that time, and I guess, stranger things would have happened, but if you're not able to get a better rate at that time when you've made that push out there, then don't move. Just stay where you are. Check again next year. I can't believe that year after year things aren't going to change. But it's possible that, rate perhaps at that specific time that you're going out, that there wasn't a good taker at that point. It's unusual, but it's not impossible. Guys, I hope you learned something. I always want to give you information. That's what this is about. There's a mentor of mine, fellow's name is Mike Martinez. We're colleagues. We do a lot together. We're out writing claims together. We're out having a good time. We're also growing. We're constantly learning. We are constantly evolving. Mike's, I tell you, he's a heck of a motivator. And I think to a smaller degree, I may help to motivate him a little bit. I would like to be able to eventually be the motivator that he is. But we put our heads together, and there have been some times we've come up with some pretty neat things. He'll throw an idea out, I throw another one. Anyway, the point is, I have a lot of respect for Mike Martinez. He's a great trainer for people that are looking to become a public adjuster, to train under him, and he will show you how you can train others then. That's the quality of a great leader, where you can come in, you learn what he teaches you, and then you're able to go out and duplicate that. That's easy to say. Duplication is a key to a successful network. Thank you very much for listening. If you'd like to reach me, you have any questions, you'd like me to take a look at your policy, whatever. You want to call me a name? I had somebody not too long ago sending some things to me that weren't very nice. At first I thought I misread it, but no, they had said something that wasn't very nice, and I guess they were sort of showing me the caliber of what they were, and I just deleted it. There's no sense to engage in any of that. But the bottom line is, I'm here to help you. If you don't want me to help, that's fine. Don't listen. But if you feel that there is something you can learn, then it might be to your advantage to open up and perk up the ears. My contact information, 610-213-8820. Also, you can email me, stevewolbach, WOLBACH, at ymail.com. That's the letter Y, mail.com. And guys, out there, we're getting calls from Texas. A lot of things are happening out in Texas. They've changed some of the laws there. They're making it a little bit more advantageous to want to be a public adjuster. There's a lot more opportunities. It seems that when an incident happens, you get some type of a storm, that they're pretty severe, and they're usually pretty wicked. And this is something where homeowners really need a lot of help, and that's where a public adjuster can step right up and do that. So thank you again, guys. I really appreciate your support. Please give me one of these. Please share my page, and if you would you subscribe to my page? Share this with others. I thank you, and God bless.